I have some new lucky Necron dice, and it's time to try them out in today's 40k battle report. Necrons versus the Thousand Suns, 8th edition. Nick speaking, and welcome to this battle report. And if you're new to the channel and you want to keep up to date with the Wonders of Warhammer 40k, then please subscribe and hit the bell button so you don't miss an upload. Okay, so today I'm playing another practice game for the Confrontation 3 tournament that I'm going to in a few weeks. List submission is just around the corner, and I'm going to be playing today what I think is going to be my final Necron list.
Necrons!
So let's start out by having a look at the list. Okay, so this is my Outrider detachment in the Sautekh Dynasty. I've got Sautekh the Stormlord heading up the army. Now I had to drop one Wraith and 2 Scarabs, allowing me to bring in the new addition to the list, and that's going to be a Cryptic with a Canoptic Cloak. Now the model that I'm using tonight, I've literally just built and primed about an hour ago, so I need to obviously get it painted before the event, but apologies for the unpainted model. Okay, so in the fast attack slot I have 2 squads of maxed out destroyers, 6 in each. Got a unit of 6 Scarab Swarms and a unit of 5 Wraiths. One of the Wraiths has a particle caster just to make the points up. I then have a Triarch Stalker with a twin linked heavy gauze cannon and 2 Doomsday Arcs. And that brings me in at 1799 points. Would normally be 4 command points, but I get 1 extra command point for Sautekh. The artifact that I will be using will be the Veil of Darkness, and that will be going on the Cryptic. Right, let's have a look at the Thousand Suns list. Okay, so here's Richard from Capitan Morgan's Wargames. There is a link to his YouTube channel in the description below. Don't forget to check it out after you've watched the battle report. So this is our last practice game. So are you looking forward to this, Rich?
Yeah, I always enjoy playing against you. It's always tough, it always makes me think, and it's always tough right up to the last round.
Yeah, let's hope it is a close one again. So just some housekeeping really. Since you saw the last clip and Richard turning up on my doorstep, the big FAQ has been announced. So when you see this video, which is going to be in about 2 weeks time, just bear in mind that this battle report is pre the big FAQ and the erratas. Also note that these guys here, which are Longfangs, are actually Havocs. The Havocs are being painted, commission painted at the moment, so they'll obviously be ready for the tournament, which is in about 2 weeks or so. The other thing to note is the terrain. So we have gone with more sort of minimal terrain tonight, because obviously at the event it's probably not going to be a massive amount of terrain there. Okay, so Richard, let's go over your list. Any changes from the last game?
No changes from the last
game. No changes. So
I've got a detachment Alpha Legion, and I'm going Slanesh again, just to try it out. Yep. I've got a Chaos Lord, and he's bog standard setup, bolter and chainsword. I've then got 3 units of Havocs. I've got heavy bolty Havocs, I've got las cannon Havocs, and over here I've got Autocannon Havocs. All the aspiring champions, bog standard. The reason that is they're different is because of the points. And I've got a Thousand Suns battalion. I've got Aramon, who's my warlord on disc. Then I've got Cyril and Cecil, my DP Bash brothers. The one with an axe, and he's got the dark matter crystal, and that's Cyril. Cecil with the talons, he's got the hand with the third eye. Then I've got 3 units of Zangals, a unit of 10 with a Icon of Flame, a unit of 10 with a Brayhorn, both have got Twist Brays in, and I've got a 24-man unit with an Icon of Flame and a Twist Bray, and a Brayhorn to come in deep strike.
Yep, and don't forget a drunken Magnus.
Magnus has been on the war produce.
He has nearly fallen over. Let's hope that actually happens. Okay, so the mission you can probably see from our deployment. So we're playing frontline warfare as the mission with frontline assault. which the deployment is dictated by the actual tournament. So we've got 4 objectives. We've got one here in this piece of rubble. We've got another one here on this side, and then Richard's put his objective up there. That's worth 1 point to him and 4 points to me. The centre objectives are worth 2 points, and my objective is up on this building here with the 2 Doomsday Arcs, again worth 1 point to me or 4 points to Richard. I've got my Wraiths just behind there, and then all the way over this side here I've basically put everything in this building is hiding as best as possible from someone. Okay, so let's find out if my new Necron dice are actually going to do the trick. Right, so we're going to roll off. I gets +1 to the dice roll. I rolled a 4. Richard gets a 6, so no, but can I seize the initiative? Come on, we're looking for a Necron symbol. Oh, another 4. Okay, I'm not going first. Okay, so the end of the Thousand Suns movement phase, and everything making their way over to this side of the table, where of course most of my army is. These guys using the Dark Matter Crystal Matrix, I think it's called, getting within range of my destroyers. Magnus coming up, the Demon Prince, and the Zengors just spreading themselves out. We're now going to move in to the Psychic phase. So Richard, what have you got?
Magnus is going to warp time the Demon Prince.
Yep, one at the front there.
Yep, so it's on the 6. 4, he rerolls 1s.
Another 1.
That's a 6 anyway, so it will go off.
Get +2, yeah?
Yeah, Magnus gets +2, so
okay.
That will go off.
Goes off, right, so he can move again. So now, gaze of Magnus, yeah?
Yeah. That goes off.
Yep, what's that do?
D6 smite.
Okay, smite.
3 mortal wounds on
the destroyers.
Well, actually, the scarabs.
On scarabs, okay, 1 scarab dead.
They're closest.
Yeah, no worries. 1 scarab base dead then. Okay, so now the Demon Prince is going to do Glamour. What's that going to be on?
Well, he is within Magnus's range, so he can reroll. So it's a 7.
Okay.
And that is a 7.
Okay, so that goes up as well. What does that do?
That's Magnus is hard to hit.
Okay. So now Smite from the Demon Prince. This is on the scarabs again, I take it?
Yeah. He gets a 1 from Magnus. It goes off on the 9.
Okay.
So it's D3. So it's 3.
3, there's another base, yeah. And that that plus from Magnus, is that 12 inches, is it?
Yes.
For Magnus? Or was it 6?
It's 9 inches.
9, okay.
Yeah, so he's
in range, yeah, yeah. No problem. Okay, Araman next.
He's going to cast Weaver of Fate.
Weaver of Fate on Magnus.
Goes off on the 9.
Yeah.
He's good.
So that's invuln save down to 3+ now, yeah?
Senators Firestorm.
Firestorm, yeah. Okay, this is going on what?
The scarabs again.
On scarabs, right. Is this any 6s mortal wounds, isn't it? I remember this one. No 6s.
Then he's going to smite.
Smite from Araman, yeah. What range is that? 24 inches, huh?
Yeah. That goes off on the 6.
Okay.
So it's D3. 3 again.
3, another base. Okay, scarabs are going down. Okay, so the Demon Prince now. Prescience on the last cannons.
Goes off.
Goes off, yep.
He's then going to cast Diabolical Strength on Wrist.
Okay, that's 24 inches as well, I take it, yeah?
Yes, Diabolical Strength is within 12, but they get 6-inch extra, so within 18. Just double check, and that's well within 18.
Yep, yep, you're there.
And it's a warp value of 6. Yeah, 9. Again, it goes off.
Okay, goes off, yeah.
So it's +2 strength, 1 extra attack.
Okay, so lots of nastiness basically happening.
So that's it. That's it.
Okay, so that is the end of the Psychic phase, so we're going to move in and see what shooting will happen. Okay, so Richard has used Veterans of the Long War on his last cannon guys, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep, so that gives him +1 to the toughness roll. I then nominated to use my quantum deflection, so let's see if I can get my command point back from Imitech. Richard's going to try and get a command point back.
No.
Nope, he doesn't get his. Let's see if I do on a 5+, a 4. Nope. However, I'm going to be -1 to my quantum shielding rolls. So let's find out and see what happens. So Richard, here we go. So you got some last cannons coming in, yeah?
Yeah. Rerolling 1s because of the Lord.
Yep.
Hit. Wounding on 2s because of the veterans.
Yeah, so you're basically extra +1 to the wound.
So
three go through, so you need to see what damage they do.
Yeah, so
okay,
5, 2 and 3.
So I've got to try and deflect them. So on the 5 I've got to roll lower. So I rolled a 5 but it's -1, so that goes. And then the 3, I've got a 3 minus the 1, so that goes. And then the 2, 3, no, that goes through, so I get 2 wounds.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we've got the havocs there. They've got heavy bolters, is it? Yeah, into the scarab swarms.
So it's hitting on 3s.
Yep.
Rerolling 1s because of the their actual misses. So all them hit. Strength 5.
Yep, toughness 3.
So
be 3s. -1. What's that for?
For the AP. So
oh, -1 AP. Right.
2, 4, 5.
Okay, 5 saves at -1 AP. So I'm going to have a 6+ because of the cover. So 5 6s needed. We've got 3 1s, no 6s. Okay, so the scarabs are just about surviving. Okay, so next we've got the autocannons there going into my Doomsday arc. Alright, here we go. So need 3s. Rerolling 1s, that's how...
Oh no, Lord's not there, so
No.
it wouldn't have...
Yeah, one less.
So,
nice try.
yeah. 3, 6, 7. Going into
Doomsday arc.
7, toughness 7,
Toughness 6.
6, so 3.
All in.
-1.
Okay, so that's -1 AP, so let's get a save. We've got a 5+ save. And we've saved 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 4 go through. So now this is the damage roll, yeah?
They're 2 points each.
It's fixed 2 points each. Okay, so I need 1s to negate them. I've got 1, 1, so 6 damage. Okay, so at the end of the shooting phase, Richard used a stratagem, 2 points, to shoot his last cannons again, and they shot into my scarab swarms, which were in the building there. Just 2 scarab swarms left, desperate to get first blood, and very easily took them out. So first blood to 1,000 suns. Now we're going to move in to the assault phase. Okay, so the assault phase, and first of all, these Zangors are going to assault my destroyers, so I need to shoot Overwatch. Right, we are looking for some Necron symbols, some 6s, and we have 2. Okay, 3. Yes, thank you, Richard. Right, so strength 6, toughness 4. Yep, 3s. We get 3 through. So it's -3 AP, but you've got your 4+ invuln. 5+ invuln. Okay, 2 dead. Okay, now we need to see if they're in range. Okay, assault range is 7. Gonna read command points. Yep. 10. Okay, he is in. Okay, so first of all is the Zangors against my destroyers. There's a lot of dice in your hands there, Rich.
Yes. 17. Hitting on 3s.
Okay. Ooh, lots of 2s.
Yeah.
Well, actually not that many. A few 2s.
Right, I reroll with 1s because of the Demon Prince.
Okay. Strength 4 here.
Strength 4.
Toughness 5, yeah. So 5s. Okay, so a few 6s and 5s there. Okay, 5 saves at -1, so we're on 4s. And we get 1, 2 wounds. Okay, so now the Demon Prince with 8 attacks coming in.
Hitting on 2s.
2s. All in?
Yeah.
Is he one with the axe, is he? No, normal one.
So it's not 9, strength 9.
Strength 9, yeah, toughness 5, so 3s. 3 ones. So 5 wounds at -2. So this time I'm going to need a 5+ save. And I get none. Okay, so they do 2 damage each. This one is on 1 wound, so that's 3 destroyers down. Okay, so Richard is going all out. He's just used his last 2 command points. Cycle of Zangor, I think it's called.
Cycle of Slaughter.
Cycle of Slaughter, which basically means his Zangors are going to be able to assault again. So here we go again. 3s, yeah.
Yeah, re-rolling 1s.
Okay, 2 1s there, 3 1. Okay, and now to wound, 5s. 5s to wound. 3 saves, -1 wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so 4+. 2 wounds. Okay, so that stratagem was supposed to be done at the end of the fight phase, so I haven't actually assaulted back, so I'm going to do that now on the Zangors. So we've got 2 attacks each. We need, not that, 3s.
Can you reroll ones from the cryptic, or we overall?
No, not at the moment. Can't do anything. So 2 wounds, 2, 4, 5+ in bonds.
It's on the Zangors, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 5+.
Okay, 2 Zangors down. So it would have been 2 less attacks. Well, actually, how many attacks they got? 2 each.
4. Yeah.
Yeah. So no difference anyway, really. Okay, so that's the end of the assault phase. Yeah. End of turn 1 for the 1,000 Suns.
Morale, isn't it now?
Just morale. Oh yes, let's do that. Can we fail morale? I've got 3 destroyers lost. No, I can't fail. So just the Zangors. Okay, so morale for the Zangors. Lost 4, 5, 6, leadership 7, you're fine. So that was the end of the 1,000 Suns turn 1. They managed to get first blood. Let's move in to the Necrons turn 1. Okay, so Necrons turn 1. We're going to start off with the reanimation protocol. So we've got 3 destroyers to try and get back up. We're on a 4+ because of the cryptic. And we get 2 back up, very useful. Okay, the Triarch Stalker. How many wounds is... Oh yeah, he's down on wounds and he gets D3 amounts back because of the cryptic. And he gets 3 wounds back. And then of course the Doomsday Ark is going to get 1 wound back just up here. Okay, so Necron Movement. I moved the Wraiths and I advanced them there. They only advanced 1 inch though. And then over this side of the table I moved the destroyers up the building there. The other unit of destroyers came out of assault, just fell back there. So now it's time for shooting. I'm going to start off shooting Magnus with the Triarch Stalker. So here we go. We need 3s. 4s, hard to hit. Yeah. Okay, strength 9, toughness 7, yeah? Yeah, so 3s. A 3, so 1 3+ in von save, yeah, from your psychic powers. Saved. Okay, so I'm going to continue shooting at Magnus. That 3+ in von is very nasty. You definitely need first turn to deal with Magnus. However, I didn't get first turn, so I'm going to shoot the Doomsday Arks now. So the first Doomsday Ark, D6 shots, 3 shots. Okay, so we need 3s. Re-rolling the 1 because of the Triarch Stalker. A 2. Okay, so now we need to wound him. So strength 10, still 3s. Got a 1 there, so 1 gets through. 3+ invon save. Saved. Right, the second Doomsday Ark. How many shots? 3 again. Needing... That 1 misses, needing 3s. Actually 4s, isn't it? Hard to hit. Yeah. Totally messed that up.
That's right, so
yeah.
you got 1 this.
Yeah, okay. And then 3s. 1 in von save. Saved. Okay, so next are the destroyers. So I'm going to chance my arm and just shoot everything at Magnus, see if volume of dice this time can do the trick. I put extermination protocols on the full squad of destroyers there, plus we've got my will be done as well. So here we go. Let's get some dice rolled. So 3s, but 4s because of Magnus. Back down to 3s because of my will be done. So I need 3s and then re-rolling. Okay, so 6 re-rolls. So 2 miss. Okay, strength 6, toughness 7, we need 5s. So 4 wounds, but we get to re-roll 5s again. So 8 wounds in total, which is now going to try and save. 3+ invulnerable save. Okay, there's 3 2s I can see. Yeah? 3. So these do D3 damage each. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 damage on Magnus. Okay, so now we're going to shoot the other squad of destroyers. We've got 1 less destroyer. We've got my will be done on these, so they're going to be hitting on 3s. I'm re-rolling the 1s this time. Okay, so 3s, looking for the 1s. Got 2, 3. The 2s miss, so not too bad. Alright, so these are the re-rolls. Okay, now we need 5s, but no re-rolls this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 saves. 1 goes through. D3 damage. 3, so 3 more wounds on Magnus. Okay, so next, Imitech, who can shoot through the windows from the back here, is going to do Lord of Storm on the last cannon guys on the top there. So we need anything but a 1, and I guess a 1. So I'm going to use Imitech's ability to re-roll that. So here we go. That's not a command point.
Oh, that's just
yeah, that's his ability. And we get a 4, so that's 4 mortal wounds on the last cannon guys. Okay, and then any unit within 6 inches on a 6 gets hit. Okay, the storm is happening, lightning is striking, and we get a 6! Oh, 5! Not quite.
I've got 2 characters, 1 character there as well.
Okay, excellent. A character as well, so we've got another chance, come on. 6! A 4. Okay, Araman, he's not within 6, is he? No, not quite. Okay, so that's the Storm Lord done. However, he's got the Staff of the Destroyer. I'm going to shoot into the Zangors. So here we go. We need 2s. Strength 6, so 3s. -3 AP, but a 5+ invulnerable save on the Zangors. These do 2 damage each.
3, was it?
Yeah, 3 saves.
So it doesn't matter because each one died.
Yeah.
There'll only be 3 die anyway.
2 die. Right, and now the Staff of Light from the Cryptek. So he needs 3s. Okay, strength 5 on this one. So I need 3s again. So 1 hit. It's -2 AP, but no difference to you. 1 5+ invuln. A 6 saved. Okay, in the assault phase, I just took the Triarch Stalker into the Zangors. I killed 1 of them, no damage done back, and the morale was passed. And that brings me to the end of Necron turn 1. So we're going to move in now to the Thousand Suns, turn 2. Okay, so the Thousand Suns, turn 2. The Zangors here moving up to the middle of the table. In the meantime, these came on from reserve. And then Dark Matter Crystal, I think it was, moved 1 Demon Prince over.
No, warp timed him.
Warp timed? Okay, so warp timed the Demon Prince over here. Magnus moved over here. Imitech was taken out with Smite. He got over 10, so.
I've got 12.
Yeah, 2d6 damage.
Yeah, Magnus has got 8.
Yeah.
Smite off.
And then the Demon Prince here assaulted my Cryptek. My Cryptek died, so I used a stratagem to get him back up. The main reason for that was because obviously he has the Veil of Darkness, so that's why I kept him alive rather than Imitech. So I have lost some of my abilities, but I think the Veil of Darkness is going to be more important in this game. Over here, the Zangors are in close combat with my Triarch Stalker. I killed 1 of them. And then in the assault phase, Magnus went around the corner here after some smiting, etc. from over here into my other unit of destroyers, and Magnus killed the destroyers, so I'm down 1 unit of destroyers. And that was it. Richard did actually forget to shoot any of his guns. I did say he could go back, but we'd completed all of the assault phase and everything. So yeah, that was it. So we are going to move in to Necron It's only turn 2. Necron, turn 2. Okay, so Necron turn 2. And it's looking a little bit bleak, to be fair. However, I'm thinking mission rather than killing. So this is what I did. I put the wraiths just on the terrain and also next to the objective. I then used the Veil of Darkness on the Cryptek and the destroyers, putting them all the way over into the corner there. Main objective was to try and clear the path at the top here. This objective is worth 4 points to me if I can get it. So I actually shot both of the Doomsday Arcs into this Alpha Legion squad. Managed to kill the sergeant and 3 of the guys. There's still 1 guy left just on the building there. These guys then had to shoot into the Zangors, and I killed 4 of them, and then 1 more died from morale. The Triarch Stalker here, we have forgot to do the assault, so we will do that now. So I get 3 attacks, needing 3s, and then needing strength 7, so 3s again. 1 wound.
No, he dies.
He dies, okay, so I managed to kill the Zangor there, and then that was it. So that was my turn 2. So we're going to move in now to turn 3 for the Thousand Suns. Okay, so the Thousand Suns turn 3, and a convincing turn it was. So what happened? Triarch Stalker was assaulted by the Demon Prince. I did Overwatch, did no damage, and I'm now down to 2 wounds. Obviously going to get one of those back in a minute with Living Metal. In the meantime, over here, Magnus used all of his psychic powers, including Warp Time, to get over here, along with Araman, and the Demon Prince went on the top there. Smite and Assault killed all of the destroyers. My Cryptek just left there. They couldn't get into close combat, couldn't consolidate into the Cryptek, so he's just there. The guns over here shot into my Doomsday Arc, and I lost 4 wounds from that. That was it, basically. Now, of course, I can't win this game. However, working out the points, for Richard to go from a minor win to a major win, he's got to either table me or get more than 10 points. Worked out the points, I don't think he can get more than 10 points, so to get a major victory he's got to table me. So although I can't win it, I'm going to try to stop Richard getting maximum points. Let's see if we can do it as we move into turn 3 for the Necrons. Okay, so turn 3 for the Necrons. I used the Doomsday Arcs to take out these guys because they were causing hassle to my quantum shielding with that 2 damage, and I managed to kill them all except for 1 who died in morale. In the meantime, over here the Triarch Stalker did 1 damage on the Demon Prince in the assault, and then died and didn't explode. And over here I did 2 wounds on Magnus with the Staff of Light. However, the Cryptek just stayed in the far corner, trying to bait one of those there to stay in the corner rather than coming over here. So we'll see what happens in turn 4 for the Thousand Suns. Okay, so turn 4 for the Thousand Suns. Magnus using Warp Time, getting himself into this position. 3+ invulnerable save went off, hard to hit hasn't. And then over here my Cryptek died from 2 smites and Firestorm. In the meantime, Magnus targeted my wraiths with Doombolt, taking 1 wound off of a wraith. And that was it. So we're going to move in to the Necron turn 4. Okay, so my turn 4, I just surrounded the objective here as best as possible, got 1 wound back on the Doomsday Arc, taking me to 8 wounds. Both Doomsday Arcs shot into Magnus, and I've managed to get him down to 5 wounds. Okay, we're going to move in now to turn 5 for the Thousand Suns. Okay, so turn 5 for the Thousand Suns. Magnus flew over and got into close combat with my wraiths along with the Zangors. I lost 2 of my wraiths, I killed a few Zangors, and that was it. Okay, so now we're going to move into Necrons turn 5. Okay, so turn 5. The two Doomsday Arcs shot their big guns at Magnus and the Gauze Flayers at the Zengors. I took Magnus all the way down to 1 wound, and I killed a few of these guys here, the Zengors. So I assaulted with the Wraiths into both of the units. I nearly got the last wound of a Magnus, but I did foul. In return, Magnus killed 1 Wraith. The Wraiths killed a few more Zengors, and the remaining ones died from morale, which puts me with 2 models on that objective, taking it from Magnus. But will the game end? Let's find out. So it's Richard's to do the dice roll, yeah?
Yep. Okay,
here we go. The game does go on. Turn 6. Okay, so that was turn 6 for both of us. Magnus came up over here and killed my Wraiths on the objective, trying to hide behind this building but unsuccessfully. And as you can see, my Doomsday Arcs, or at least one of them, managed to take the last wound of Magnus and killed him. Yay! In the meantime, the other Ghost Arc shot over here and killed 4 Zengors. So we need to find out if the game continues. So here we go. A 6.
it continues.
One more turn. Okay, so that was turn 7 for both of us and the end of the game. In Richard's turn 7, he hid the Zengors as much as he could behind this building, and that was it. In my turn 7, I moved one of the Doomsday Arcs off onto this objective, shooting the Zengors through the hole in the building with that one, and also shooting the Zengors with this one, bringing them down in numbers quite a bit. However, they do still take that objective, so that's 2 points for Richard and 1 point for that objective. I also have 2 points for this objective and 1 point for this. However, Richard has Slay the Warlord, First Blood and Linebreaker, so it's 6 points to 3 to Richard, which would give him a minor victory. So Richard, what an awesome game. Really enjoyed that.
Brilliant. It's tough as usual. Brilliant tables and scenery again. And as I said, I'd already said to you that I was going to try one of my new tactics out.
Yep.
That was the multi-chart, 2 or 3 units charging your first turn instead of just Magnus.
Yeah, you played it very aggressively, didn't you, that time?
Yeah, it was ultra aggressive. I mean, I'll say next time I'm going to see how it works with hanging Magnus back and just waiting you out.
Yeah.
But I like that tactic, especially if I've got something in the middle, Magnus and 2 units chart. First turn charge is going to be huge.
Yeah, I mean, at the beginning we had a little chat, didn't we, about the game, but I did consider putting the Wraiths right up the front there, hoping I'd get first turn, and then wounding Magnus with only a 4+ invulnerable save, and then bringing the Wraiths up and finishing the Magnus off with the Wraiths. However, I thought it was a bit risky, because if I didn't get first turn, you'd get Death Hex on me, take the Wraiths out. So I did deploy them over here. In the end, I think that was quite a good move. That really did keep them safe, and also...
And it was 4 new points from turn 2 to well, your turn 1 onwards. Yeah,
I think I did make a mistake. We discussed this as well. The destroyers, I shouldn't really have gone up in the building. I should have come around here and protected my HQs. I did leave them open. However, I was hoping to take Magnus out with 2 squads of destroyers and 2 Doomsday Arcs, but that 3+ invulnerable save proving very hard to get through, plus hard to hit. 2 awesome powers. You do need to get... Sorry?
Especially when you add his toughness.
His toughness as well, yeah, absolutely. I do definitely need to get first turn to take Magnus out. As soon as he gets those powers up, it's much more difficult. However, it was a good move here, declining to try and get Imitech back, and actually getting the Cryptic back, allowing me to teleport over here. And although I didn't actually do a great deal in terms of damage, what I did do was pull Magnus back over into this corner, stopping him from getting over here early in the game. So overall, I'm pretty happy with that. I only lost by 3 points, and Although I've only got 2 Doomsday Arcs left. Richard doesn't have a huge amount either. A couple of Demon Princes, a few Zengors, Araman obviously, and just a couple of guys on there. So I think probably a tougher game than it was, and it looked even.
Yeah, it was tough. I mean, I just said at turn 3, I think I just had to make sure that I wasn't giving you the points for the odd point for a line breaker, and make sure that I kept the 2 pointer alive for myself. I thought then that I'd probably win the game. It was just a case of making sure I was limiting your point scoring chances. I wasn't sure. I didn't think I could table you at that point. I just thought you had just enough over this side to make that impossible.
Yeah,
with your race, and because any other race and those too hard to kill in the couple turns when you've only got Magnus and a set of Zengors.
Yeah. See, what I took from the game was at turn 2, I mean, I could have easily just said, yeah, that's it, let's quit. But of course, being a tournament, I don't want to give Richard the fuller points, so I had to carry on. And maybe if I'd given up on turn 2 after the game, I would have been very disappointed with my army and performance. However, continuing on and the final results, I'm actually not disappointed at all now. I think actually I did alright.
Because if you look at it, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've killed 5 of my 11. You've killed nearly half my army. I mean, I've got 2 units hit.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So you've killed nearly half my army.
Half the army, and let's face it, your army is a badass army.
Yeah. When it's played, when I play it right.
Yeah.
And we were discussing that last week when I charged Demon Prince first into your destroyers, and they got those 6s and just wiped him. That was a big mistake on my part.
Yeah.
This time I did it with the Zengors. They soaked up the Overwatch and allowed the Demon Prince to come in and whittle them down. But even so, you were under pressure from turn 1.
Yep.
Extreme pressure, which was the idea for my, and you still got yourself out of it. I mean, look, what? I took 4 wounds off your Doomsday Arcs. I've I've only destroyed 1 once.
Yeah.
And you're still on the table.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to take an incredibly shooty army to wipe you, and even then, with your quantum shielding, if it's a high damage weapon, you're not going to take too many damage off.
No, they can be quite survivable. Obviously, the guns that hurt it up, like the 2 damage, 3 damage guns.
Yeah, I mean, with this one, because of the way the objectives are deployed, you putting them together there was ideal. But if you're playing like the Dawn of War one, I think I'd probably put
1 in each corner.
One in each corner. If you're playing, when we play, is it Dominate and Destroy the table quarters?
Just deploy them all in the corner.
I'd have them like that, because you've got more range than your opponent's going. Most of your opponents are going to have, and not many are going to have more than 60 inches unless they're taking Knights or Thunderfire cannons.
So if you're not subscribed, hit the Idic Bear icon and check out our last battle reports that we played using these 2 lists.